Namaste to all, good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss one horoscope. The topic is Mars and Rahu in 7th house. Mars and Rahu conjuncted in 7th house. Marriage will happen or not? This is the question. Actually, this is the date of birth of the horoscope. The date of birth is 17/6/1997, 1:32 AM, Vellore. Longitude is 79°07 east and latitude is 12°55' north. 12°55' north. This is the horoscope given data. This is my client daughter horoscope. He worried about his marriage. He worried about her marriage because in this horoscope, Lagna is the spices, Meena Lagna. Actually, this horoscope casted by the South Indian style. In the North Indian style also, I mentioned here. In this horoscope, 7th house is Rahu and Mars conjunct in 7th house. Normally, the 7th house in South India, we are fearing about the Mars dosha. Normally, Mars in Lagna, a 2nd house or 4th house, 7th house, 8th house and 12th house positioned in Mars means that is Mars dosha. Here, Mars conjunct with Rahu. Both are bad planet, naturally malefic planet. Rahu and Mars is malefic planet, it is in 7th house. He worried about the marriage because of this. Saturn aspects the Mars and Rahu. Meantime, running dasa also Saturn dasa. Running dasa also Saturn dasa. Saturn also conjunct with Ketu. Therefore, dasa lord is conjunct with Ketu. 7th house is conjunct with Mars and Rahu. Therefore, her father is worried about his marriage. Now, his age is approximately around 28. Therefore, 28, 29. Therefore, he worried about the marriage. Why the marriage is not happened? He worried. The marriage is possible or not? This is his question. Most of the astrologer told very difficult to marriage because of the Mars and Rahu conjunct in 7th house. Saturn dasa also running. Meantime, in this horoscope, previous dasa, Jupiter dasa is depreciated in this area, Capricorn. Therefore, he is worried. Now, I told this horoscope is not your daughter, sir. This is not your daughter horoscope. This horoscope is the common horoscope. Because if you, instead of putting 17/6/1977, if you put 18/6 or 19/6/1977 or 15/6/1977 or 14/6/1977, this horoscope will not change. Only moon will be changed every 2 days. Therefore, this horoscope is the common horoscope. Meantime, the 4 planets Saturn, Ketu, Rahu and Jupiter, these planet is yearly moving planet. Therefore, the whole year in 1997, majority of the 4 planet will be in the same planet, same position. Therefore, you no need worry about this horoscope. Because this horoscope is not only for your daughter horoscope, this is the common horoscope. The whole 2 hours in the world, only one child is not birth. Lot of per day, more than 3,50,000 babies are, new babies are coming in the world. Per Lagna, around 30,000 babies, one day, one Lagna, 30,000 new babies birth in one Lagna. Therefore, this horoscope is not only for your horoscope. This is not a unique horoscope. Meantime, in this dasa balance, when the birth is Ragu dasa, 10 years, 0 month and 10 days. This is the dasa balance while the birth time. Current dasa buddhi, Saturn dasa, Saturn buddhi 27/6/2023 to 29/6/2026, Saturn dasa, Saturn buddhi is running. This is the given data. For North Indian people, take this data and create the horoscopes. Therefore, this horoscope we have to cast in KP, Advanced KP Astrology horoscope casting only. You can take as a unique, because this horoscope is not a unique horoscope. The whole 2 hours it will be same. For example, instead of putting 1:32, if you put 12:32 PM means, sorry, 12:32 AM, 1 hour reducing means same horoscope will come. The whole 2 hours this horoscope is same. Therefore, this is the common horoscope. This is not a unique horoscope. For unique horoscope, you have to cast the horoscope in KP Astrology. Then only the horoscope will be unique. Now, we are going to give the prediction through the KP, Advanced KP Astrology, through the Cuspal Interlink theory. Because the starting point of the cusp only decide the fate of the horoscope. Therefore, only Lagna should not give the unique information. The starting point of the Lagna gives the unique information in all the horoscope. Not only a starting point of the Lagna, all 12 Bhava Cuspal is having the unique information in all horoscope. Okay, sir. Now we are going to discuss the Advanced KP Astrology through the Cuspal Interlinks theory. First of all, we are giving the casted horoscope in KP system. In this horoscope, I just shown in my left hand side the casted horoscope. In this, Lagna is Pisces. It is started from 23 degree 53 minute. This is called Lagna Cuspal position. And second house is 26 degree 9 minutes in Aries, and third house is 23 degree 49 minute in Taurus. Therefore, all the 12 Bhava Cuspal position I mentioned in the chart. First 1 to 6 what we are giving is same in 7 to 12. Because the Lagna and the 7th house, 2nd house and the 8th house, 3rd house and the 9th house, 4 and 10, 5 and 11, 6 and 12 is called Sabdama Bhavas. Therefore, these Bhavas Cuspal position should be same. And planet position also. For example, in this horoscope, Sun in Gemini, it is 1 degree 53 minutes. And Venus also in Gemini, 21 degree 39 minutes. The planet degree, it will be in black color, and the cuspal position of the all 12 houses is in red color. The date of birth is 1997, 1:31:50. Because through the ruling planet, I adjusted only 10-minute decrease. Place of birth Vellore, that is near to Chennai, around 120 kilometer near to the Chennai. The latitude and longitude also I mentioned here. Okay, sir. Now we are going to check this horoscope. This is the 12 Bhava Cuspal position. The center point, this is star lord of the cusp, sublord of the cusp, sub-sublord of the cusp. The 12 Bhava Cuspal sublord is the strong significator. The Cuspal sublord is determining the potential of the each houses. Therefore, we made in the red color. For easy identification, I made in red color. This is the Cuspal sub-sublord. For example, Lagna is in Pisces, it is 23 degree. In 23 degree, the star lord is Mercury star, and it is divided into 9 parts. Sublord is Mars, and again 9 parts, sub-sublord is Venus. Like this, we have arrived at 12 Bhava Cusp. This is the 9 planet position. The 9 planet position. Sun in the star of Mars, sub of Mercury. Moon in the star of Rahu, sub of Mercury. All the planet also mentioned here. Now we are going to discuss we are taking only the cusp. We are not taking the conjunction, we are not taking the retrogression, we are not taking the parivartan. We are not taking the aspects. These are the common factor, the whole 2 hours, these factor, the position, planet position will be 2 hours, the same position it will be maintained. Therefore, we are not taking the common factors. We are taking only the unique factor. Unique factor comes from the starting point of the all 12 bhava cuspal. Therefore, the cuspal sublord, this cuspal sublord only a deciding factor. Therefore, we are taking the first cuspal sublord. If the planet is not a cuspal sublord, means cuspal subsublord is the second option. And the third option is cuspal star lord. If the planet is not owning any cusp, that means cuspal sublord or cuspal sublord or cuspal star lord means we have to take, then only we have to take the position. The position is the minor effect only it will become. Okay, now we are checking what about the 7th potential. Whenever we are going to check any horoscope, first of all we have to decide the potential of the particular house. In our advanced KP astrology, first of all we have to take the potential. The potential determine the whole power of the house. For example, marriage is the 7th potential. Marriage, the bhava karaka. First of all, we have checked the bhava karaka, then graha karaka, then lagna potential, then 9th potential. These matter we mentioned here in previous. For newcomers, they have to watch our old videos only, you can easily understand. This is the first formula, the 7th potential. Here the 7th sublord is Mars, is the 7th sublord. 7th sublord is Mars. In this horoscope, 7th sublord is Mars. Mars in the star of Sun, sub of Saturn. That is why we mentioned here Mars in the star of Sun, sub of Saturn. Mars is not only a 7th house, 7th sublord, it is also a sublord of 1, 3 and 4, 7, 9. The 5 houses is ruled by the Mars. That means the 5 houses potential is determined by the Mars. It is in the star of Sun. If you check Sun in this horoscope, Sun is the cuspal sublord of any house. Sun is not a cuspal sublord of any house. It is in the cuspal subsublord of 10th house. Sun is not a cuspal sublord of any house. Therefore, the second rule is we have to go the cuspal subsublord. Sun is the 10th cuspal subsublord. Therefore, we mentioned 10 here. Then Mars in the sub of Saturn. Mars in the sub of Saturn. If you check the Saturn in this horoscope, Saturn is the 11th sublord. Saturn, if you check one by one, Saturn is the 11th sublord they mentioned here. Here, star is the matter. This is the source, matter, decider. This area is called source and matter and decider. For 10th house, star, matter, sub, decider, or star is the first part and sub is the second part. Star, matter, sub, decider means what are the bhava signified by the star, it will be continue or disconnected is decided by the sublord only. Therefore, for 10th house, the star is the 10th house, sub is the 11th house, both are different houses. Before going to this matter, among the 12 bhava, we are divided 2 parts. One is odd number, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. This odd number determines the personal life or sentiment life. Then even number 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This is called even number. The even number decide the material life, that means official life. This is personal life, this is official life. Normally for 10th house, 159 is the bad house. 159, particularly 59. Any bhava, the 8 and 12 is the bad house. Here for 10th house, here 5 and 9 is there, means 10th house is immediately cut. Then sublord will work. Here 10 and 11 means from the 11 this is the 12th house, therefore 11th house will not work strongly, therefore 10th house will work. That means Lagna connected with the 10th house and 3rd house connected with the 10th house, 4th house connected with the 10th house, 7th house connected with the 10th house, 9th house connected with the 10th house. In these cases 4th house is developed. Why? Because this also even number, 4th house also even number, therefore 4th house also developed. Therefore, Mars interlinked with through star level and sub level, the strong significator of the Mars is 410. Even though it is having 1379, the cuspal sublord of Mars is owning 1379. 1379 is little bit weak. The 4th house is developed. Mars is the 7th sublord, the 7th potential is 410. Normally 7th sublord interlink with the odd number means the potential is very strong. Otherwise the 7th sublord is connected 6, 8, 12 means that is very bad. 4th house means that is average. 4 and 10 is the average. For marriage life, in our theory, any bhava, the 12th house is bad. For example, for marriage, 6th house is the bad. Then we have to add 8, 12. Because marriage is the inner biased matter. This is called inner biased, this is called outer biased. Any bhava, for childbirth, 4th house is the bad. Add 8, 12. Not only 4th house, 8, 12 also we have to add. That is why here 7 Mars, the 7th sublord, Mars not interlinked with the 6, 8, 12. Anyway connected with the 6, 8, 12. Therefore, this is neutral. Therefore, we can give 20 marks here. Out of 40, we can give 20 marks. For 7th potential, 40 marks. For Graha Karaka, for marriage life, for woman, Mars, for male, Venus. Here, this horoscope is the woman horoscope. Therefore, we take Mars as a Graha Karaka for marriage life. Then, Lagna potential is very common for the all matter. We are giving 15%. Okay, sir. Now we checked the 7th sublord. Then Mars also a 7th sublord. Therefore, Mars also interlinked with the 710, 410. This is also 20 marks. Then Lagna potential. Here the Lagna sublord is the Mars. Already we mentioned Lagna sublord is Mars. Therefore, we can take 8% mark. The 9th sublord also Mars. Because 1, 7, 9 sublord is Mars. Mars also Graha Karaka for marriage. Therefore, we can put here 3 marks. Therefore, the result is 51% of marks for marriage life. That is average. The potential is not bad. Meanwhile, the potential is not good also. Good means that these potential 7th house and Mars and Lagna, particularly 7th house and Mars interlink with only odd number means the mark will be 80%. Therefore, here 51%, that is not a bad. No need to worry. The marriage will be happen. If dasa buddhi will help, the marriage will be happen. Okay, sir. Now, previous dasa is the Jupiter dasa. Now, the running dasa from 27/6/2023. That means past 2 years, past 1.5 years. Past 2 years, the running dasa is the Saturn dasa and Saturn buddhi. First of all, we have to check the Saturn, the dasa lord Saturn potential. Potential of the, actually when any horoscope, the potential is 70%. Potential is 70%. Dasa buddhi is potential is 70%, dasa buddhi is 30%. This is an important rule. The potential is normal. Here the potential is not very bad and also not very good, that is neutral. Then dasa buddhi, the particular event when the event time, that means the marriage time is for girl is around 22 to 30, 22, 23, 27, these are the starting period of the marriage life for woman. Therefore, that time, now the present dasa is Saturn dasa. Saturn is in Lagna. He worried about the Saturn only. He is aspect the 7th house, therefore he worried. Now we are going to check the Saturn is favorable for marriage life or not. In this horoscope, Saturn is the 11th sublord. See, it is the 11th sublord. It is in the star of Mercury. Mercury is the 5th sublord. It is in the sub of Venus. Saturn is the star of Mercury, sub of Rahu. Sorry, sub of Saturn in the sub of Rahu. You have to put Rahu only. Saturn is the star of Mercury, sub of Rahu. Here star is the matter, sub is the decider. For 5th house, star matter will be continue or not is decided by the sublord one. Here for 5th house, 4, 8, 12 is the bad house. For 5th house, 4th house is the 12th house, 12th house is the 8th house. Therefore, 4 and 12 is the bad house for the 5th house. For 6th house, 5th house is the 12th house. For 10th house, 5th house is the 8th house. Therefore, star is not disturbing the sublord is not disturbing the star, therefore the 5th house will work. Therefore, the 5th house, here the 5th house is favorable to 11th house, therefore 11th house also down. Therefore, the Saturn, the dasa lord Saturn is interlinked with 511. Here the 5th house is the first part of the dasa and 610 is the second part of the dasa. In this both houses, the 5th house is very strong. Therefore, first 80% the 5th house will work, last 20% 610 will work. When 5th house is working, the 11th house also will work. Therefore, now this is now only the Saturn dasa is started. Normally, any planet is in the star and sub means star is the first part, sub is the second part. The strong significator only we made here. The for 5th house, 4 and 12 is the bad house, 4 and 12 is not there, therefore 5th house will work. If instead of 610, if it is odd number means 5th house will be working 100%. Here it will work 80% only. Therefore, the dasa lord interlinked with 511. The 511 is favorable for marriage life because marriage is the inner biased matter. Normally, in horoscope, in all our human life is divided by two concepts. One is inner life, another one is outer life. Therefore, here inner life means odd number. All the odd bhavas are developing the inner life. Even number are developing the outer life. It is reducing the inner life. And the inner life, odd bhavas is reducing the outer life matter, that means money matter. That means, for easy to understand, these bhavas is called material houses. These bhavas, even bhavas is called material houses and odd bhavas is called non-material houses or sentimental houses. Or this is personal life, this is official life. In this case, Saturn is interlinked with the 511, that is the fantastic for the marriage life. Because this is destroying the 612. Therefore, destroying the 612. From the 612, this is 12th house. Therefore, Saturn dasa is favorable for marriage. Therefore, no need to worry. I told no need to worry, sir. This Saturn dasa is definitely will give the, it will not affect the marriage. Even though Saturn dasa, Saturn buddhi itself, the marriage will be happen. The Saturn dasa, Saturn buddhi itself, the marriage definitely will happen because Saturn is significator of 511. This 511 is favorable for 7th house. This is favorable for marriage also. Actually, this gentleman came around 1.5 years before. In 2024, month of September, he came for horoscope consultation. I told actually in Saturn dasa, Saturn Buddhi last period, particularly Jupiter Antara, the marriage will happen definitely. I told Jupiter Antara, definitely the marriage will come. No need to worry, sir. I told he, after that he came 2 months back actually. He decided the marriage is decided in this period. The marriage period is actually he married, just now he is married actually. Marriage date is 2026 in Saturn star, Uttarada Nakshatra, Saturn star. And when the marriage time, the Lagna is the Kumbha Lagna. Aquarius, Lagna is Aquarius, Kumbha Lagna. Because the 7th sublord or 5th sublord or 11th sublord, 5, 7, 11 is the marriage, the Cuspal, the 5, 7, 11 Cuspal Lord. These are the Cuspal Lord. 7th Cuspal Lord is, these are the 7th Cuspal Lord and 11th Cuspal Lord and 5th Cuspal Lord will decide the marriage time. Therefore, the Saturn dasa is very good. No need to worry about the Saturn dasa. His potential is normal, but the dasa is very good. The Saturn dasa is very good. After Saturn dasa, Mercury dasa will come. Otherwise, after the next buddhi, Mercury buddhi will come. Mercury is the significator of 157. How means Mercury is the 5th sublord. In this horoscope, Mercury is the 5th sublord. Mercury in the star of moon, sub of Venus. Moon is the 12th sublord. If you check, moon is the 12th sublord. Venus is the 157. Venus is the 157 sub-sublord. Venus is not a cuspal sublord of any house. It is 157 sub-sublord. For 12th house, 7th house is the 8th house. Therefore, the 12th house star matter sub-decider, it will be break and 7th house will develop, 157 will work. Therefore, our next upcoming Mercury dasa and Mercury buddhi also okay, no need to worry. When he given the invitation, he asked, sir, in this horoscope, the Jupiter, the Putra Karaka, the Jupiter is deputated in Capricorn. Therefore, the childbirth is possible or not. Meantime, it is also retrograded also. The Jupiter is retrograded also. That is also one of the major event. Jupiter is the retrograded. And meantime, the fifth Lord Moon, it is in 8th house. Therefore, the childbirth is not possible or not, sir? He asked. I told this horoscope is the common horoscope only, not for your daughter horoscope. No need to worry about this horoscope. We have to come for 5th potential. 5th potential only decide the same. Instead of 7, we have to put 5th house. Instead of Mars, we have to put Jupiter. Here, the 5th sublord, in this horoscope, 5th sublord is Mercury. Mercury interlinked with 157. It is favorable to 5th house. Therefore, the 5th potential is very strong. Here, the 7th potential is normal, but 5th potential is very strong. Meantime, the Graha Karaka for childbirth is Jupiter is the Graha Karaka for childbirth. In this horoscope, Jupiter in the star of Mars, sub of Saturn, it is mentioned here. And Jupiter is in this horoscope, Jupiter is not a cuspal sublord of any house. It is in 6th sub-sublord and 12th sub-sublord. That is why 6 and 12 I mentioned. It is in the star of Mars. Mars is 1, 3 and 1, 3, 4, 7, 9. Already we checked. And Saturn is the 11th sublord. Star matter subdecider. Because of the 11th house, 4th house will be damaged. Because from the 4th house, this is 8th house. All the odd number will develop. Star is odd number, sub also odd number, means all the number will be developed. Therefore, Jupiter, the Putra Karaka, the Graha Karaka for childbirth is Jupiter for male and female. Here Jupiter is interlinked with 1, 5, 7, 9, 11. Therefore, it is fantastic. Therefore, the potential of the Graha Karaka and Bhava Karaka for childbirth is fantastic. Meantime, here the Lagna potential is little bit weak, not more. Lagna potential is common. Even Bhava Karaka and Graha Karaka is very good, means no need to worry about the Lagna potential. Meantime, the Dasa potential, Saturn Dasa is connected 511. The significator, what we are giving the significator is the unique significator. This significator is not a common significator. Therefore, the Dasa Lord Jupiter is very good. Jupiter Dasa, Jupiter Buddhi and Saturn Dasa, Saturn Buddhi, Jupiter Andhra, the marriage will come. In this period, this is the marriage time. Marriage just now, 10 days before only the marriage will be happen. He came 2 months back for giving the invitation. That time he asked a question. Now we are publishing this horoscope in our YouTube channel. In this period, 2022, February 20, 2026, the marriage was run. That time, Saturn Dasa, Saturn Buddhi, Jupiter Andhra came. Therefore, next upcoming Buddhi, after Saturn Dasa, Saturn Buddhi, Mercury Buddhi will come. Mercury is the significator of 157. Therefore, the Mercury, the Buddhi, upcoming Buddhi also connected with the 57. Therefore, once the marriage was finished, within 6 months, definitely your daughter will be conceived. Another 1 year, the childbirth is happened. Because already the potential 5th house and Jupiter is very good. Dasa Lord also very good. Buddhi Lord also very good. Therefore, the childbirth is assured. For readers, why it is the delayed marriage? For the running, now the age is around 29. How it is? Why it is happened means, previous dasa is Jupiter dasa is very good. The previous dasa, when the child time, when the birth time, the dasa balance is Raga dasa, Moon Buddhi, Raga dasa 10 years, 0 month and 10 days, 10 years, up to 10 years Raga dasa was came. From 10 to 16 years, that means up to 26 years, Jupiter dasa was came. In Jupiter dasa Lord is okay. But why the marriage is not happen means, already the potential is neutral only. Already we discussed the 7th potential and Mars potential and Lagna potential, all are average only. Therefore, the potential is, when the potential is weak means, in any matter the potential is weak means, normally it will be delayed. Meantime, in Jupiter dasa, the last Buddhi is Rahu Buddhi. Up to 26 years, Jupiter dasa was ran. Last 23 to 26, Jupiter dasa, Ragu Buddhi was came. In this horoscope, Ragu is the 6 and 10 sublord. It is in the star of Sun, sub of again Ragu only. Sun is the 10th sublord. Again Ragu 610, therefore Ragu is the 610. The Ragu significator of in Jupiter dasa, the last Buddhi is the Ragu Buddhi. In Ragu Buddhi significator of 610. Therefore, the 610 is unfavorable house for marriage because of the 6th house. Meantime, in the Rahu Buddhi, in the age of 23 to 26, he got good position in his professional career. He got the job with a foreign related company. It was very good in IT industries. He got good salary also. His professional career will get raised. He didn't search about the marriage also. When the Saturn dasa started, that time only he started the marriage. The potential already weak, therefore some delay is there. Therefore, in future there is no problem for marriage life also and childbirth also. For viewers, I am giving the one screenshot in left hand side. How many planet is favorable for marriage life? How many planet is favorable for childbirth? I showed just to see. In this horoscope, Sun, the planet Sun is interlinked with, in this horoscope, the planet Sun through the star lord and sublord interlinked with 1, 3, 5, 7. In this horoscope, Sun in the star of Mars, sub of Mercury, Sun is interlinked with 1, 3, 5, 7. 5, 7, 9. Therefore, Sun is the favorable for inner biased karakas. That means marriage life and childbirth and happiness and health. All are, it will be very good. And Moon is interlinked. Moon is the 12th sublord. It is in the star of 11 and sub of 11. For Moon only we are giving the different theory. Moon always changing its star lord and sublord depends upon the dasa buddhi. Therefore, it is variable. It is not a constant. For example, if you see in this horoscope, when the birth time, Moon in the star of Rahu, sub of Mercury. That means Moon, Ragu dasa, Mercury buddhi, the birth was started. When the Jupiter was a dasa started, means Moon in the star of Jupiter, sub of running buddhi. That is why now the Moon in the star of Saturn, sub of Saturn, and sub. Now the running time. This horoscope, what you are casting this horoscope, running Andhra is the Jupiter Andhra. Jupiter is the 612, therefore here the 12th house was 612 is come. Okay, sir, Mars is interlinked with 410, therefore this is neutral for marriage life. Mercury interlinked with 157, Mercury is the fantastic planet for marriage life and also childbirth. And Jupiter interlinked with 137, 9, 11 through the star lord and the sublord. Already we discussed Mercury. Therefore, Mercury is the favorable planet for personal life. And Venus is interlinked with the 6, 10, 12. Therefore, Venus is the bad planet for marriage life. Whenever the Venus buddhi or Venus andhra comes, that time some problem in marriage life. Not only a marriage life, for health also it will be weak. But that time the professional career will be increased because Venus is connected 6, 10. Okay, sir. Then Saturn is interlinked with 5, 11. Therefore, Saturn is very good planet for marriage life. And Rahu is connected 6, 10. That is very good for official life, but not, that is bad for marriage life. And Ketu, it is 2, 6, 8, 12. Ketu is a very bad planet among the all planets because Ketu only connected with the 6, 8, 12. 2, 6, 8, 12. Among the all planets, Ketu and Venus and Moon also. The 3 planets only interlink with the 6, 12. Among the all planets, the 3 planets, Moon and Venus and Ketu, the 3 planets is giving some struggle in marriage life, but remaining the 6 planet, Sun and Mercury, Mercury and Jupiter and Saturn. These 4 planets is fantastic planet for marriage life. These 4 planets, Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, these planets interlink with the odd number. Now the present dasa is Saturn dasa. Next upcoming dasa is Mercury dasa. Therefore, these two dasa it will come more than 36 years. Therefore, no need worry about the marriage. Remaining planet, this one Mars and Rahu is the neutral planet. Normally, only 6th house is not bad for marriage life. Along with the 8th house only, it will give the marriage life problem. This is neutral. This is fantastic. The 4 planet. The 3 planet Moon and Venus and Ketu. The 3 planet only bad planet for marriage life. The 3 planet dasa it will not coming down. The 3 planet Buddhi only, Andhra only giving small problem. Therefore, no need worry about the marriage life. In this horoscope, majority of planet among the 8 planet, 4 planet is fantastic, and 2 planet is neutral. In the 4 planet, the upcoming dasas comes from the 4 planet only. Therefore, the marriage life is no need to worry about. Even though in this horoscope Saturn and Ketu conjoined in Lagna and Rahu and Mars in 7th house, again I am repeating, this horoscope is not for this, not only for this girl horoscope, this is the common horoscope. This horoscope is totally common. The whole month in this Lagna, the same horoscope it will come. Therefore, no need worry about the conjunction of Saturn and Ketu and conjunction of Rahu and Mars. The horoscope is fantastic horoscope. Therefore, no need to worry. Normally, the planet conjunction or retrogression or parivardhan aspects, all are the common fact only. In this world, every living creature is having his unique life. Therefore, the common rule it will not applicable for the horoscope. The common rule will give a lot of confuse, because God give gift for our potential. Any two man is not identical in this world. This is the major rule in our advanced KP stellar astrology concept. Okay, viewers, we will see next topic in next time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.